And out front now is Simon Sandoval-Moshenberg, his attorney, one of Abrego Garcia's attorneys, who was with him today at the rally before he was taken into custody. Simon, I appreciate your time. I'm glad to speak with you again. I mean, so you're now at a situation where you were with your client today. He's, was looking at possibly being deported to Uganda, within hours, possibly. That's not the outcome, right? They're saying they can't send him to another country yet until the outcome of the case. Would you describe that ruling, though, as a victory?
It's certainly a partial victory. The government wanted to remove him from the country as early as Thursday, and they can't do that now. The judge is going to come up with a schedule for a hearing. The hearing could be as soon as Friday, but it may be pushed into the following week. And she has required that he not be moved actually out of Virginia, where he's currently being detained, until that hearing. Right? The fact that I have to file a lawsuit to make sure that someone isn't deported while they're waiting for a hearing on whether they can be deported is pretty crazy, but that's where we are these days.
And I mean, I guess that's why this is a temporary pause, at least for now, right? I mean, it's temporary. I mean, so what is your next move, Simon?
Well, when push comes to shove, our contention is that if they want to deport him to any country, they have to make sure that that country is not just going to be a brief way station, practically a layover on the way right back to El Salvador, where he was tortured earlier this year in the infamous Sikhat prison. Whether that country's Uganda, whether that country's, Spain, what have you, right? There is one country that has offered guarantees that they will give him refugee status, that they will allow him to remain at liberty, that they will not redeport him, and that country's Costa Rica, which was on the table as recently as last week, but now the government has decided that they want to send him to Uganda instead, which is clearly just punitive.
All right, so I guess that's the question I want to ask you. So do you think that this is now, I mean, essentially personal, right? That somebody, the government, because he's a headline and he's a name, that they have it in for him?
Well, it's been personal since day one to him, right? I mean, they're the ones who made a mistake and brought this upon him. He never asked for this, right? This is not someone who was an activist. This is someone who understood himself to have been completely out of the woods, after he won his immigration case in 2019. And since day one, they've treated him with the full force of every branch of U.S. government, just bringing the hammer down as hard as possible. This is just yet more of the same, unfortunately.
So Attorney General Pam Bondi talked about Abrego Garcia today. Here's what she said. Let me play it, Simon.
He will no longer terrorize our country. He's currently charged with human smuggling, including children. The guy needs to be in prison. He doesn't need to be on the streets like all these liberals want him to be.
I want to give you a chance to respond to what she said.
Yeah, I mean, this case has been before how many courts now? I've lost count, right? It's the immigration judge in 2019, the federal court in Maryland, the Fourth Circuit Court of Appeals in Richmond, the United States Supreme Court, 2 different judges in the Middle District of Tennessee. Not one of them has agreed that the government has sufficient evidence of their allegations of, gang membership and what have you.
Well, also, I mean, when I read their filings, right, they charged with things, and then they included a lot of other things that they didn't have any or enough evidence for to charge pretty heinous crimes in the documents, but they didn't even attempt to charge them. All right, thank you very much, Simon. I appreciate your time.